So I've realized that a lot of people have gotten the Loot Crate subscription boxes, and when you get too many of them, like some of my friends are, they just keep all of their things from each box inside of it. And when you have a lot of boxes that look exactly the same in varying sizes, it's hard to remember what's in it. However, Loot Crate had this nice idea that a lot of their boxes do have some kind of, or at least this box has an inside pattern to it. This was the time traveling box. And it's a lot more interesting in here and recognizable to tell which box it is than just a black box like this. So what I want to go over is how to invert your box so that way the pattern that was on the inside is now on the outside. So I actually got two boxes like this because, as you can kind of see with this box, it got all banged up when it was getting sent to me. And so I ended up asking them for a new box. So just keep that in mind. You can ask them for new boxes. If yours is destroyed, they do want picture evidence. So all you're going to need here is your Loot Crate box and some glue. This is PVA glue that a lot of people use for packaging. However, if you have a strong glue, like maybe like a wood glue, Elmer's, like a stronger Elmer's glue that's not just school glue, Gorilla Glue, would also work. Just depends on how strong you want it. So you're going to take your box and you're going to take these two sides, pop them out. So now your box is deconstructed. So we want all the parts with the colors on them. So what we're going to do is fold everything away. So be warned that you don't want the inside here sticking up. You're going to want this under here eventually. That's the only problem with trying to fold it later. It's a little harder to get things back in. So on the side here, you're going to want to, so initially this was folded in where it would just stick into the die cut here, but when we're folding it this way, it can't do that. So that's why we need the glue. And we're going to we're going to have this 90-degree angle over here to the front, and we're going to take the tabs and have them inside between the black here and then the pattern. So you're going to have a nice side like that. And we want to glue it down, so that glue these tabs down, and then you want to glue this area above the tabs. And then we're going to hold that in place, and then until it starts drying, do it to the other side, then fold all of this in. So, and then this you can just put into the newly formed box. You can actually even put most of your stuff back in. It's just a little bit harder than the normal box. So let's get to work. So like I said, we're taking one of these sides and attaching the glue. So you can do it either directly onto the tab or onto the area the tab is going. You just want to make sure that you're not going to have the glue leaking out onto any of the decorations. And if you have a book weight, it's good to hold things down that way, just to keep pressure on it. You might want to wait between doing things so that way it's not all at once, just enough so that way it sets. So right now I'm just holding the tabs in, if you can kind of see that. You want to keep things at 90-degree angles so that way when it sets, you're not messing up the glue trying to put it back into place. When it's set enough, you're going to add glue on top of your tabs and place down the side piece again, we're holding this in place. It's a lot nicer when your box isn't bent, like I found out earlier. When it's bent, it's not always going to be a straight hold. It's going to have crevices. So see, we already have one of our sides done. Okay? It's already coming together. So let's start on the other side. Luckily, it's going to hold itself a little bit better because we did the opposite side. So that way, the tabs are going to be a little bit easier to work with. So I'm just putting glue down, putting the tabs in, and pushing up on the inside of the box so that way we're not making it caving in on itself. And then we're adding glue on the top. So I'm putting it right on the tabs and then setting it down. And depending on the type of glue you have, it's going to set longer or shorter, just depending on that time. You want good air ventilation, also helps. It never hurts. If it's too humid, a lot of times glue won't dry very fast. So we have our tabs folded, we have our tabs done. So we're just folding, so this is going to be the inside of your box with your little label. We're going to fold all of this in. So you can put the tabs in too. And we're just going to pop that in. That was my phone. Sorry about that. Alright, so this wasn't set enough. Trying to do a demonstration, it's not set. It's also, because it's so firm, it's a little hard to bend the things in. Bend all the tabs in, so that way it closes on itself. Boxes are designed to go a certain way, so you're just fighting with all of that right now. Okay. We're going to hope this worked this time. We're hoping it's set enough. Just trying to wipe off all the glue that fell onto the main picture area. Let's hold that side down. So this is going in. We don't want this kind of thing happening. Trying to put all this inside. And actually, it might be designed so it would be better to angle these. So I'm going to go grab an X-Acto blade just so it actually fits in without breaking anything, especially since it's not as critical. I'm using this for more decorative purposes than trying to sell it off later. So I'm just going to use an X-Acto blade. You can use a knife or scissors, whatever you're comfortable with. I'm just going to cut in the corner so that way I don't have to worry about it fitting perfectly. Then again, this is also if I don't care about my things falling out. Just be careful when you do that kind of thing, this kind of thing. Because it's not going to fit like it's not going to have as secure of a fit as was intentionally planned out for it. I didn't have a problem with this when the box was bent up because it just wanted to do whatever I wanted it to do. So clean cut boxes, I'm gonna have a little bit more issue there. But there. So now it came in. This one is very loose though, so I wouldn't want to put too much in it, or if I was, making sure it stays properly. This glue dries clear, but you can see it's kind of peeking out here. I'm going to let it dry before I do anything else with the box. So I hope that was informative. I'm sorry I messed up a little bit when I was demonstrating. I only had one box to fix up now, so I couldn't redo the demonstration. So I hope that helps your collection of Loot Crate boxes and Loot Crate in general. Hope it makes your collection a little bit more vibrant. And I hope you all enjoyed this video and have a great day.